Hi, welcome back to Wolf Millionaire's YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to talk about how to get more Instagram likes. One of the main goals, or the game of Instagram, is to get as many followers and likes as we can. We all want people to like our pictures. We wouldn't be on Instagram if we didn't, so let's be honest. So how can we get the most likes possible on our photos or videos? Well, we need to make sure that the composition of our pictures or videos are worthy of all the love we know and they deserve. Start by going to wolfmillionaire.com. Enter your email address and we'll send you a free 20-page Instagram guide filled with tips, tricks, and best practices that you can implement right away and see immediate results overnight. Now, let's talk about how to make sure the composition of our pictures is worthy of a ton of likes. 1. Be the center of attention. You'll hear all kinds of back and forth about where the main subject in your photograph should be. Off center, to the side. In the end, the choice is up to you. But in the square Instagram photo format, or even non-square, the structure is very important. The eyes of our viewers will be drawn to the central subject. People spend on average a few seconds at most scrolling through their feed looking at a bunch of photos. So you have to make sure that the photo or video that you're posting is going to stand out in that sea of, Instagram posts. Make sure that it's one worthy of a like. And I'll show you some examples. When we hit the Explore page, there's, automatically a couple photos that your eyes, kind of tend to get drawn to. Like this one up here with all the Rolls Royces and jets, which was posted by Club Jet Set and got 11,000 likes. This was posted on Sunday, less than a day ago. And if we look at Club Jet Set, they've only got 42,000 followers. Yet because they're posting high quality, eye candy type photos, they're getting very, very, very high engagement. So that's one of the main things, is be the center of attention. And if we look at their posts, you'll see that, whatever they're posting about, it's big, it's in focus, it's zoomed up. We've got a car, we've got a jet, multiple jets. So make sure that whatever you're posting is in focus, colorful, bright, and sharp and in focus. Next up, you've got a blank space. White is the new black. If you're really looking to capture attention, and who isn't, less is actually more. If there's a white space in your photo, it gives your main subject room to breathe. You don't want your photos to look overwhelming or busy, so make room for simplicity, as it will declutter your pictures and increase the amount of likes. And let's see a good example of that. Here's one. Very simple. In the foreground, we've got the hat, my delicious mojito. In the back, it's just, clouds and blue sky. It adds to a dramatic effect, and people, will engage with it. And this picture got 1,400 likes, which is pretty good. Next up, go au naturel. This doesn't mean no editing. You can edit to your liking, especially if you follow my tips. Download my free 20-page Instagram guide, and then go to my blog. The links are in the description below. I'll help you on how to edit your photos to make sure they pop. We're talking natural lighting. Natural lighting is going to be the best tool in your Instagram arsenal. And like the best things in life, it's free. You just have to know how to use it. I take hundreds of photos every month, and then I usually only post, 20 or 30. Here's a good example of a ton of photos that I picked in order to arrive at one really nice sunset. This got 1,200 likes. Sorry, 1,100 some likes. And, I had to play around with the lighting, the sunset, so that I could get the sky in focus, really clear, as well as some sand. So really just, play around with your camera on your phone or your DSLR and take a bunch of shots. And then see which ones look the most stunning. And remember, it's going to be resized and people are going to see it in their feed. So something that's bright like this is going to get a lot of attention in people's feed, especially when you pair it with a motivating caption. Next up, get in their face. When you're taking pictures, there's not time to be shy. Portraits drive likes, as they give a little window into the soul. Getting up close and personal with a subject adds depth. If you're photographing a person, then practice close-ups, but don't be afraid to experiment with close-ups there too. Here's a couple examples of getting up close with photos that work very well, where I've posted a photo of my watch and $30,000 in Canadian bills. This post almost got 1,600 likes, which is excellent. I posted this almost a month ago. So that's what I mean. You can zoom in and get really playful with two different elements in the photo to really make a statement. And again, because we have such small real estate to play with on Instagram, this photo is going to show very well if it shows up in the Explore page or if it's going to show up in people's feeds, because people will stop to see the detail of what I've posted. Next up, go through a blue period. One study analyzed over 8 million Instagram photos and said that it's okay if you're feeling a little blue. In fact, it's 24% more okay to feel blue than red. That many more people liked photos with predominantly blue hues than photos that featured red images. Probably because blue is somewhat soothing and is a relaxing color, where red is more of an aggressive color. Here's an excellent example of me selecting one of the photos I took while in Cuba with a lot of blue in it. We can see the sky, we can see the pool, and this one killed. This one did almost 3,600 likes, and that was again posted over a month ago. Next up, if you've ever learned anything about photography at all, you've probably learned about the rule of thirds. Imagine your frame or your photo is broken up into three different sections, 2 horizontal lines and 2 vertical lines, essentially creating a grid of 9. The most important features of the photograph, or the ones you're attempting to draw the focus to, should play closely along these lines. For example, if there's a horizon in the background, it will look best composed along the first horizontal line. And to show you a good example of this is a photo I took snowboarding in Nagano, where this bottom third of the photo is my snowboard that's kind of in focus. And then the upper 2/3 again takes the most amount of space of the photo because I wanted to draw the detail to the massive ridges and snow lines in the mountains up in Nagano. And this I posted over 2 months ago. And it got 1,200 likes, which I consider to be very good. Next up is symmetry. It's psychologically tested and proven that the symmetrical objects are pleasing to the eye. So why wouldn't you want that in your picture? Take a deep breath and center yourself when you're taking your shot. If you need a helping hand with this concept, there's a few apps out there for you like Instamirror. Next up, get trigger happy. The first shot you take is probably not going to be the perfect one. In fact, I take probably 5 to 8 photos before I nail the shot that I want to. Whether it's a moving car, a sunset, pictures of photos, I take a bunch of different shots at a bunch of different angles to see which look the best in terms of lighting and color, and again, the use of space. It's a good rule of thumb to take multiple pictures, so just get in the habit of doing it. Play with your phone's camera, play with your DSLR. You'll get to learn, the magic angles, the magic shots, how to make sunlight, how to make the sun work to your advantage. And don't get discouraged. This is the fun part of photography, is taking multiple photos and then sifting through them and finding the best one. It'll ensure that you have a good one when you post it on Instagram, and will increase your chances of getting liked from your followers. The last one is be a rule breaker. And everyone will tell you this, which probably means it's true. Sure, there's rules that you can follow to get the best engagement or the best likes, but rules were made to be broken. If you're about to capture a photo and think that throwing the rule book away is what will get you a really great shot, then by all means, bend those rules. For more in-depth tips than these and the other strategies in my free 20-page Instagram guide, sign up for my full advanced course at wolfmillionaire.com and let me teach you everything I know step by step as I walk you through creating my own account on video and then showing you every little tip and trick that I know of how I've gained, over 16 million followers among 30 accounts and make over $25,000 per month US just by posting photos of things I love. Hope to see you as one of my advanced students.